Hey, good morning everybody. Welcome back to Jay's Mowing. A couple things this morning. This is going on the third week of the second worst drought in Kentucky history in terms of dryness. Not really the heat, but it's so dry that nothing's growing. I do have some good news though. I'm going to be installing a Christmas light on 3 of my previous year customers. One of them I upsold Halloween bulbs for, so I was able to charge more this year. So on September, the week of the 15th, in the middle of September this month, I will be putting up Christmas lights. So there is some light at the end of the tunnel. So I'll be recording that, and that'll be some content to post on the channel once that arrives. Right now, today, I just have one single yard to take care of. And this yard has a lot of trouble with holding water, but that's good for me because more than likely I'll get to mow this one every single week no matter what. So I don't know what it is. It's pretty level. It's not like, you know, down a hill and then like all the water is settling there. It's like, I guess the water just has nowhere to go and it just sits on that flat ground. I don't know. It's a very odd yard. It's never dry, ever. No matter how bad this drought has got, that yard has stayed moist. Like there is a spot on the side of the driveway that's literally like swampy ground. It's like it's always wet, and it's like uncovered from grass right there at that point. So they've got some serious water issues going on underneath that ground, but and it could, I don't know, it could be a sinkhole. I wonder if there's like a big crevice or something underneath that home that's full of water. Maybe there's like a huge cavern of water under there or something. I don't know how that grass is getting, it's getting all the water it needs. Like it is just always growing. Like it's growing so much that it always leaves just a mess of overgrown grass. Like I cannot get the backyard to look halfway decent at all. It's just always overgrown no matter how low I cut it. So I've just been leaving the deck up and just cutting it and leaving as little mess as I can. But that's what we're doing today. And there'll be some time-lapse footage of that, so you'll be able to see a little bit of mowing action. Usually the season here in Kentucky goes till, you know, into October, I believe, until the leaves really start falling mowing wise. And this year we're just getting hit with 20-degree lower temps than we're used to from the hurricane. Now coming this week, it's going to be 30-degree below average temps coming, and then they said it's supposed to get down to the 30s. So I mean, you're looking at like possible dormancy. You know what I mean? When it gets that cold, and then it gets even colder in the mornings. So like early mornings, so there's even more chance for more frost. Where I live, we had one day in the morning, I come out at 5 a.m. or no, it was 4:30 a.m. I come outside to let my dog use the bathroom. There was frost on the ground. I was like, ooh. And ever since that morning, I haven't been doing much mowing. What I've been doing is I've been busy trying to put together a QuickBooks tutorial for you guys. I've been contacting my previous year's Christmas light customers, trying to get Halloween lights up or Christmas lights early, and they can turn them on when they want and enjoy them for multiple months instead of just December. So far, I have 3 customers that have paid the deposit. In other news, for mine and my wife's bookkeeping business, we have been getting clients for that as well. I did put out a post asking if you guys would like a QuickBooks tutorial if you want to do it yourself. So I am in the midst of also putting that together, recording that, getting that edited, and putting it in a way that should be very simple and very easy for everybody to follow. And I'm also going to explain like a couple of different definitions, like a chart of accounts and all that stuff, and what that means when your bookkeeper asks for that stuff. If you decide to go hire one, but you can also just follow along with that tutorial, and you can do it yourself. So I am in the middle of getting that put together. I've been very busy. There's just been a whole lot going on even though there's not much mowing going on, put it that way. We've got Christmas lights on the schedule for September, which is, I've never got them up that early ever, and I think this cold air has a lot to do with people being receptive this year to putting them up early. Hopefully I get all of my customers back from last year, but I do already know that I have one that is not going to be doing it this year. She said that they had to do a ton to the house this year, and this customer always pays cash. We're talking $3,000 cash every year. I mean, this would have been my fourth year with her or third year with them, I think. Maybe the third year. The third year with, yeah, this would have been the third consecutive year with them, and they always pay $3,000 cash. So she said they're not going to do it this year, but they will next year. They just had to replace the roof, had to pay out of pocket. Huge house too. Replace the deck, put up a bunch of new landscaping. She said they've been very busy this year. Basically, most of the excess funds have went to doing stuff to the house. I think they even said that they had to install something for her mother, like to go up and down stairs, like to ride or whatever those elevator things are. I seen them on, like, as seen on TV, you know what I'm talking about? And I'm pretty sure that that's like expensive. I'd say their Christmas light money, the $3,000, has probably went to something along the lines of that instead this year, which no big deal, you know what I mean? I mean, it is kind of a big deal. That's $3,000 cash flow, but that's okay. I do know that they'll be back next year. They're very adamant about their Christmas lights, and I'd say they'll go this year without them. They'll be like, man, that's dark. So they really love them. And who knows, it's still early. They could get back up with me in November and be like, hey, we've decided to do it this year, and they could put it on a credit card this year. I don't know. You never know until you rock the basket, you know what I'm saying? So that's what I've been doing. I've been reaching out to everybody. My next step is to do a text blast to all of my lawn care customers and see if they would like holiday lights and Christmas lights and all that good stuff. What I'm going to start doing right now, after I get that tutorial out for you guys, is I'm going to set up a Facebook ad to put up Halloween lights. The calls and stuff I get from that, I'm going to try to upsell from the Halloween lights until Halloween, and try to get them to also do Christmas lights like right after Halloween, like this customer I'm going to be doing September the 15th. And right after Halloween, we're going to show up and we're going to unscrew the bulbs, the purple and orange bulbs, and we're going to put in multicolor bulbs. So that'll be exciting. It's like that one right there is an easy one. It's like 80 foot, $800, $10 a foot. So that'll be super easy. Plus the cost of the extra Halloween bulbs. I think the bulbs costed me $100, so I upcharged them $200, so it was $1,000 this year. And they paid the deposit, and we're on schedule. So, and if you don't think that you can't make money in Christmas lights or you can't get $10 a foot, I mean, that goes right there. It goes to show you a little 80-foot first story home, $800 plus $200 for the bulb change. It's so good. I already have the multicolor lights. I just had to buy the $100 in bulbs, and the rest of that is mainly profit. That house I can do by myself with a ladder and my roofing boots. I can do that house myself in about 20 minutes. I would probably just leave the camera running in full time for you guys for that one and just show you like how easy it is. Especially where I already have everything kind of cut and stuff like that, so it shouldn't be too awfully difficult. But we're almost at this yard. I've been yapping nonstop, so let's go ahead and let's get some mowing done this morning. Guys, this video footage for this week got corrupted, so here's last week's mowing for the same yard. Alright guys, that's pretty much it for this video. Nothing else really happens. I did not end up mowing any other yards today. But I did want to mention that I am creating a Patreon for the channel, and all the funds for the Patreon will go back to the community and giveaways and such like that. But what I'm going to be posting there is going to be a bunch of PDFs with high value content, such as setting up Facebook group post templates, all the equipment you need for lawn care and Christmas lights, just tons of high value stuff. And I'm going to charge $5 a month for that Patreon. Now, included in there, the video I'm recording right now is exactly how I'm setting up my Facebook ads for my Christmas lights, and I've been running those the past week, and I'm getting leads for 18 cents a lead, guys. 18 cents. That's what I'm getting it for. And I'm going to be posting that how-to, very high-value content on that Patreon. So if you want access to stuff like that and stuff that I can't necessarily show on YouTube without showing confidential information and stuff like that, head on over to the Patreon. All that stuff's going to be there. There's going to be a ton of stuff I'm going to be putting over there. And that's pretty much all I got. Peace out, and I'll see you in the next one.